Australia is big. Ironman is the world's toughest single-day race. I'm attempting to cycle across Australia, then compete in the Western Australian Ironman, playing gigs and meeting people along the way. Why? To help and encourage others to get out and enjoy music and sports like I do. Joining me are Patrick Legge, my coach and masseur, and Nic Gilbert, a former elite triathlete who hasn't ridden a bike for over 12 months.
What you're doing now, what you're saying now, can make the world of difference.
You do need motivation to push yourself through the pain barrier, otherwise you just don't do it. You feel the pain and, you know, the legs are hurting every pedal stroke. And if you don't have that motivation to push you through, you just don't continue pedalling.
So it's day 8. Hello. We're going to Palmyra.
Palmyra, in South Australia.
South Australia. We're spending a whole half a day in Victoria. Oh, we're close.
After our very quick visit to Victoria, we found ourselves at the South Australia border, where we bumped into a fellow touring cyclist.
Hi guys. You've done across Australia before?
Around Australia.
Around it?
Yeah, it was 16,400k.
So you crossed the Nullarbor as well, which is obviously where we're going.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was sort of something I dreaded right from the start. You know, like, wow, that's 146 kilometres of, straight as an arrow, flat as a pool table road.
Have a good one. All right, mate. Cheers. Nice to meet you. Thanks, mate.
Then on to the quarantine station, where they ensure that you don't bring any fruit flies from one state to another by confiscating all fruit and vegetables. Not that we could really carry much.
Long journey still.
A little way to go, yeah.
A little way.
Keep pedaling.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See ya.
See ya.
And then into South Australia. The roads through Victoria were new and very smooth, which was a nice change from the very rough roads in New South Wales. South Australian roads were somewhere in between, but the scenery was the best of the journey so far.
We're going to go and jump in there in a sec.
What a location. Right on the river. Oh, on the lake, sorry.
Lake Bonnie. This place has got everything.
Got a pool, jumping mat, beautiful ride in along the river through some beautiful little towns. It was a great day.
Best day of riding so far, probably easily, I'd say.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. Smooth roads and through Victoria. Until Pat joined us, and then it went bumpy again.
Oh, that's because it went into South Australia, but anyway. But no, they were smooth the last bit as well. It was great, that windy road and everything.
I have hurt my knee a little bit though. Hopefully we'll be right, so I'm going to ice it a bit.
7 million.
It's out.
Who's in all direction, gonna right or wrong? You know what I'm missing, wanna sing my song. You have all my affections, say them for myself this time. You know what I'm giving, wanna make things right. Spend another night out on the town, out again, out in the night. Looking for a place to go out again. Want to know what's right, one day at a time.
So tomorrow we've got about 180 k's, yeah?
Just a minute under. If we go straight, if we go to Gawler via the wine
Via
place.
Peter Lehman.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fine. So
So we're going to be like wobbling around our bikes after wine tasting.
well, you will be. Yeah, it's a tasting, so you can spit it
I'm not
out.
sure
They've
Nick
got the little spitting things.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you don't actually drink it. Yeah, probably best if you don't drink it. Yeah. You wobble about most of the time. Anyway. So if you're
Even when I've got nothing else.
you're going to be going,
Oh, it might improve things, you never know.
Very much.
I don't think you waddle.
Counteract the wobble.
Seriously, I don't think you waddle.
Waddle.
I think, isn't that what he said, waddle?
Like the duck.
Like a duck?
Quack, quack.
No, I don't think you do.
No? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
No worries.
Apart from when he runs.
Then you waddle like a duck.
Yeah.
Fast duck, maybe.
A very fast duck.
Very fast duck.
Very fast duck.
I like having friends that pick on me.
Mate, we're not picking on you.
Quite enough. Ready? Go.
You still don't want Fifth passing it?
Oh, I just got him.
Just
got me. Nice.
That's cool.
Day 9, and after crossing the Murray River, we stopped for a bite to eat. Unfortunately, it was Nick's turn to cook.
Is it burnt yet?
Getting there. Oh, nearly got it. I only get half of it.
Big flip.
It's all gone over the edge. He's got the hang of it now.
Woo! Look, it jumps! Woo!
Oh dear.
Sam, bon appetit.
Have we got the Nutella?
Oh, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Just lick it out of there.
After a few days of relatively flat terrain, we entered the Mount Lofty Ranges, which meant more climbing. Luckily, the hills weren't as big as those of the Blue Mountains near Sydney, and we soon found ourselves heading down into the Barossa Valley, home of some of Australia's most famous winemakers.
Ow. How's the knee?
Hurting a lot.
Left knee?
Yeah. A big bump.
So I just made it through.
Yeah, and then my quad started going on my other leg because I was just using one leg for the last 30k. Yeah, when I was 13 I fell over in the playgrounds, skidded across on my knee, and I got a bruise, and it turned into bone. And it's called Osgood-Schlatter's disease. It basically means that you can't put a lot of pressure pushing down on your leg. And it just basically hurts if you do a lot of pressure pushing.
Chose a good sport then.
So I chose a good sport with cycling, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's gonna happen, let it go. And what can I say? It'll come around, you'll get a chance on a better day. If it's gonna happen, let it go. And what can I say? It'll come around, you'll get a chance on a better day.
Hello. How are you? Very well, thank you. Welcome. So I'll tell you a little bit about the winery. Peter Lehman Wines was established in 1979. Peter he's a bit of a legend here in the Barossa. He actually started the winery to save all the growers in the Barossa because it was during a downtime in the wine industry, and he bought the winery so the growers had somewhere to sell their grapes because the big companies were refusing to. So to this day we still have 150 growers that sell to us every vintage, so we have access to all these wonderful wines. So this is our Black Queen Sparkling Shiraz. So it's premium Shiraz, which is very soft, which spends 12 months in oak barrels, and then it's bottled and has a secondary fermentation in the bottle, like a method champenoise. Nice.
Yeah, busy.
It's fizzy.
It's fizzy. It's fizzy.
It tastes a bit fizzy.
Great to meet you.
You too.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All the best for the rest of the ride.
We hope we stay straight on the bike now after
Well, that's right.
a wine.
Don't want any nasty incidents.
Oh!
Too much wine.
Ow!
The garden.
Oh!
Oh, that hurt. We've had a bit of musical wheels.
How come you're swapping them around?
This is my wheel, but it got a puncture yesterday. So instead of fixing it, we just swapped it with Nick's wheel. But then Pat swapped with Nick, so Nick didn't have a front wheel. So we put Pat's wheel on Nick's bike. At the moment, I don't feel that tired. Just my muscles will be aching when I get back on the bike again. Because they always do.
And your knee?
And my knee will probably hurt, yes. But I'm kind of used to that now, so.
Is that something you think you have to put up with for the rest of the ride?
Yeah, I think it'll probably hurt the rest of the way across. I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it and it'll go numb and stop hurting, but I don't know. It's going to hurt today, definitely, I can tell. I've got a bit of a first aid emergency.
Okay, what's up?
I got hit on the helmet, not the hat, by a bee.
By a bee?
Yeah, it bounced off and landed on my leg. Arse first.
And it stung you?
Yeah.
Alright, so bee sting. Alright. How are you feeling?
I'm alright. It hurts. What took you so bloody long?
Literally, from the moment we talked to you, 3 minutes later, we were on the road.
Let's roll!
Go!
Near Gawler is the Barossa Reservoir, which was created in the 1900s by constructing a large curved dam. It was a technological marvel in its time, but these days it is more famous for a strange parabola effect caused by the unique shape.
Pat, mate, what do you know about this wall?
I know that it's at least given us a big gap between you and us.
Mate, I couldn't be happy about that.
I believe this entire wall was built by a large contingent of country bumpkins.
Yeah? Did anyone have the surname Gilbert?
I think most of them did.
I'll have to give you a moonshine from here, mate.
Well, that bounced off the wall too.
No, don't do it. Ready?
Howdy everyone, thanks very much for coming tonight to Pallet to Pallet. We are so pleased to have such great support from our town for such a worthy charity. Sam Pollard is riding from Sydney to Brusselston in Western Australia, a trip of about 4,500 k's I think, and I'd like you to give him a great pork roll welcome. Sam Pollard, thank you. Still to go, and I have to say that tomorrow is going to be one of the, I think I can say this, bugger of a day. You're riding into a strong north wind, 39, 40 degrees, and I can tell you want to be on the road before 7 in the morning because it's going to be a hot one.
With a forecast of 80 km/h headwinds and 40 degrees centigrade, we decided to leave early and were joined by some Port Broughton locals for the first hour. When they headed home, it was 30 degrees and climbing fast, and then we got a big scare on the road.
The truck just came past and exploded. There he is down there. And all the bits. He was coming the other way, it was probably about 200 metres away, and on one of the tyres or two of the tyres just exploded into a million pieces. The mud flap fell off in like blew off the side, and the whole shower of tyre pieces came flying towards us. So, got here.
Yeah, Sam got hit there. I got a rock in the chest. It was after.
And then a load of trucks came past the area where there's like millions of bits of tyre. It was just flying everywhere.
And then to top that off, just afterwards, a massive truck carrying a house came flying past us. So we're off into the gravel.
So we had to jump into the gravel for that one.
It's pretty scary today.
Well, yeah, we're driving the van and they come the other way and the whole van just
get
rocks.
smashed when they come at you.
Yeah.
And when they go past you, they suck you along for 200 metres.
Hey lads. Hey, skiddies. Whoa, going too fast. You want to swap over or just want to come out?
Squirt water for each other.
Yeah, we're swapping over, mate.
Yeah. Your knee holding up? Just keep squirting me.
It wasn't me, it was the bottle.
Oh, stupid bottles.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I'll probably just move them and then
keep
just
squirting.
It's an accident.
There's your knee holding out, Sam.
Not so good. Not so good.
How many K's you done now?
That wasp bite from yesterday is coming up. Or whatever it was, the bee sting. It's a great big swell up there.
This looks pretty red.
Yeah, it was twinging quite a bit. Coming up that hill.
Yeah.
I had to stop.
The knee or the bike?
My knee. I'm changing wheels because my bike's got a deep rim. So if you get crosswinds, it makes the steering move. It makes the handlebars move. So Pat's wheel's got a smaller rim, so it doesn't get affected by the wind quite so much. So every time a truck goes past me, I'll only wobble slightly as opposed to wobbling like all over the place.
Dread this heat and wind.
I feel quite cool now.
Yeah.
Back on the road, and soon the temperatures hit 40 degrees, and it all got a bit too much.
Yeah, obviously the hot and the wind thing's not helping much.
Probably making everything a bit worse.
What do you want to do? Do you want to take a break or do you want to get calm?
Take a break, I think.
Yeah. Have a lie down, mate. Good napping.
Next day, and the temperatures had dropped a little, but the headwinds were still huge.
Well, that's annoying. I thought there'd be something on the road, not something that's like 5k that way. I'm not doing any extra.
I'm not doing any extra. I'm exhausted.
We've done 66k in 3 hours, so that's 22k an hour average. We've got to do 256 total, so that makes it 12 hours cycling today. Whoa! Nearly halfway across without falling off a bike.
We got halfway across Australia without a puncture.
I only got 2. Doesn't look like halfway across.
Knee to.
That's an arm and a forearm.
Yep.
On the other side. Oh, that's longer.
And a hand.
Looks quite a bit further, doesn't it?
Does look quite a bit further, but
Well, when we get there today, we'll be halfway distance-wise for us.
Yep.
2,000 kilometres.
about
There, yeah.
So a quarter of the way across was marked by a giant tennis racket. Halfway point marked by a giant galah. And in between we had an iron knob. And you know what's at the end of the trip at Busselton?
What is there?
A giant pier.
A giant pier? I've got to swim around it, haven't I?
Yeah, 1.9 kilometres long. Longest pier in Australia.
So we're in Kimber, done 155 kilometres so far. 103 to go. I've lost Pat.
Hi, drama, mate.
What's happened?
There's an IGA just up there with, we're pretty sure, some biscuits in there and a bit of soft drink.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Really?
When you ride 255 kilometres, you don't want to miss the campsite. We're halfway across Australia, kilometre-wise, so it's 4,000k across, and we've done about 2,000 now. So yeah, it's good to get one of the long days out of the way as well, which is nice.
The first of four.
First of four over 200 kilometres in a row.
In a row, yes.
Today we've had, I think, 3 towns in 250 kilometres, one of which was pretty much completely shut. So basically 2 shops in 250 kilometres to buy stuff. And I think it's just going to get less now. Oh shit. That's a bit of sand. Oh. That's called a stack. We're in Minippa and they've got a lovely Australian
We got the
thing.
crapper.
The concrete crapper.
The big crapper.
Weirdly, it's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah. Oh man.
We've done 35 kilometres this morning and everything hurts.
Legs feel like concrete.
Yep.
I definitely feel crapper. Rooster side's this side. Oh. That's really weird. Well, I'll leave you to it. Yeah, no worries. What's your experience?
Wow, that's so cool. If you make noise in there, it's like a little boom box.
Oh.
In the middle of nowhere, we were finding all sorts of unexpected things.
Pat's on a giant ant.
How did you find that out?
You're having lots of fun on that ant, mate.
It's a good ant, isn't it?
Is it fast?
It's very fast. Got here quicker than you, didn't I?
It did.
Yeah.
Big super ant.
With her.
So they're a throwback to the era when ants were just coming into existence from solitary wasps. Now boys, see you in Ceduna.
Yep, see you there.
After the giant ant, a town with a secret.
Hey,
Hello. How you going?
do you know what the secret is?
Yes, but I can't tell you.
This is the secret.
It's the secret.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can't?
No.
Oh, well, I guess it wouldn't be a secret then, would it?
No, it wouldn't be a secret if I told you, so no. But if you ask around, you never know what you might find in Wirral.
Oh, okay.
It's just if you go just down the road here, half a kilometre, we actually have a jetty.
A jetty.
Right.
A jetty, yeah.
In the middle of Australia.
Yes.
I could do with a swim.
Yeah, it's a bit hot.
It is real hot.
Gonna jump in?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to jump in. Ready? Oh my God. Where's the water? Is this something to do with the secret?
The secret is they have no water, I think. I hope we got some in the van because I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I'm very thirsty.
Then, at the end of the ride, a cultural centre full of amazing pictures and artwork.
Welcome, Sam, to the Ceduna Arts and Cultural Centre. So I can show you around and show you some of the artists who work here.
So do you just sort of make up the patterns as you're going along? Have you got
Yeah, I
idea
just
what
make,
you-
no, I just make the patterns as I go along, yeah.
The first one I done was The Wind in the Grass. And the background is just a bit of the colours that I like to use to represent the manda is what we call, the floor. It's what we call the manda, the ground. And yeah, so I just like to use bright colours in the swirls to lift it out of the background. This one here was one of my first wildflower ones that got sent to Europe.
Wow.
That one there's in an exhibition at the moment in the Adelaide Festival Centre called AMOB. This is the witchetty grubs, which we call magu. And this is the wild plum. That's the wild apricot. And this is wild tomatoes, Kwandong, sorry.
Mangara.
Mangaras.
Yeah. So anytime you see that symbol, Indigenous art, it either represents a person. Sometimes if it's a man, it has a spear and a couple of other little things in it.
Little stick.
Yep.
Little stick with a sharp edge. That's for the man's.
You can hear all the spirits in it, yeah. So if you can't hear that noise, you know it's blocked. So don't buy one. Yep.
Oh. Sounds like I'm doing something else.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sam.
Keep
And
up the good work.
Nick.
Thank you.
And
Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick. Best of luck. Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you.
We're in Penang at the last shop for 1,000 kilometres.
So I didn't forget the fuel, Sam, and I didn't forget the water.
That is very good. Well done.
And you did get the gas bottle, didn't you?
No, I didn't get any. I didn't get a gas bottle.
Why not?
Didn't know I had to.
You just never listen, do you?
Did you fill up the water tank in the truck as well?
I did fill the water tank up in the truck.
We bought quite a lot of water. I think, how many litres we've got? About 140 litres.
We must have at least 140 now, with all those little ones, the other ones filled up, so yeah.
We've got water. We've got some food and snacks. And we have no idea if we have gas. We've got a bottle, but we don't know if it's got any gas in it. Camping needs. We've got a bus. What more do we need?
As we headed into the wilderness, there was no sign of traffic or other people, until 100 kilometres down the road, a busy shop.
The wind picked up about 30k ago. And then they decided to resurface the road and make it like 5 times rougher. Just as the headwind picked up, so that was fun. We're going to go along quite nicely till then. I thought, oh, maybe you could do a bit extra today and go a bit less tomorrow, but I think I've changed my mind. 152 kilometres, 5.5 hours riding. Got, well, plan A is about 80 kilometres from here, I think. Plan B might be a bit further. We'll see how we go after lunch. They said there was no shops for 1,000 kilometres.
I don't believe everything you read.
It's definitely a shop. They've got ice back bait and tackle. So it wasn't supposed to be the longest day today, but it ended up being the longest day of the tour.
So what's the distance all up?
2:59 today. The last 100k has just been just through bushland, and you just look everywhere and there's just bush and nothing else. And we were coming over the hill, and there was like all you could see was like the bush and stuff in the distance, and then it was like the sun coming through the clouds, and it was doing this kind of sort of filtered cool effect. It looked amazing.
That looked really good.
It's definitely the best view I've had on the whole trip so far.
After a night camping in the bush, with huge winds rocking the van and tents, we set off into the start of the Nullarbor. 1,200 kilometres of treeless plains, which is more or less a desert. Just as we entered, we came to another roadhouse with wireless internet. Not the sort of wilderness we were expecting.
It's very windy.
Back on the road, and we bumped into another cyclist riding around Australia. Igor had been on the road for 10 months, and was on the way back to Sydney.
I love the messaging system along the road. You know, talk to people that tell you who is ahead, who is behind, and they give you messages. Like I've been hearing about Red-Nosed Thomas for weeks before I met him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why do they keep talking about Red-Nosed Thomas? Like, I don't know who he is. He's only 2 days behind. I said, okay, that's fine. And then we met, and you know, so he's kind of...
And did he have a red nose?
He did, yeah. He's got this, you know, zinc creams that you've got. I don't know why, he just chooses to use the red one. So he's got a red nose. Pleasure to meet you, man. Enjoy trip. Keep safe.
Yeah, you too.
And have fun.
Then down the road a little further, and more cyclists. There seemed to be more bicycles than cars in the desert.
So, Patrick.
Yes.
I'm Isabel's friend from uni.
It's amazing that we've seen you. Isabel did mention something just as I was leaving. That you know, oh, you'll probably run into my friend. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So where did you start?
Perth, and we'll come around the coast down Margaret River, Esperance, and finish in Torquay because that's my hometown.
Okay.
And we've got along the Great Ocean Road to end it.
Big kangaroo! Where you been, fellas?
Riding the bike. Where have you been?
I've been here with my mate Rui. Rui too.
That's Joey Nick.
Joey Nick.
Boing.
Does he know how far it is to Perth?
1,462 kilometres.
Nice work.
Well done, Rui.
We had completed the third state, with only one more state to go. Unfortunately, Western Australia is Australia's biggest state, and we still had a lot of cycling ahead of us. Next time on World of Difference Australia, we find a really big hole in the ground, get caught in several thunderstorms, and have a really bad day.